Are you ready, donkey? Augurs are like onions. Onions have layers. Augurs have layers.
Layers! Onions have layers.
Have you ever stumbled upon terms like layer 1, layer 2, and then found yourself scratching your head? Are these some secret codes or just some tech jargon thrown around to sound cool? Today, we're unveiling the mystery layer by layer. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Frankie Candles, and today we're embarking on an epic quest through the different layers of cryptocurrency. Picture this. We're explorers in a digital jungle uncovering the mysteries of the blockchain, one layer at a time. So fasten your seatbelts because this journey is going to be wild. Let's get into it. Often the unsung hero, we begin with layer 0, the bedrock of the blockchain. It's the place where all the magic starts. Think of it as a city power grid humming away in the basement, ensuring everything above ground stays lit and operational. It's the hidden hardware and networks that keep the entire blockchain ecosystem running. Servers, cables, the internet itself. That's layer 0, the true blockchain glue holding everything together. Layer 0 networks are basically the bridge between the physical world and the upper blockchain layers. They enhance scalability and efficiency by focusing on optimizing data transfers between layer 1 and layer 2 networks. This is made possible by innovative technologies like sharding, but we'll get into that a bit later. Next up is layer 1. You can think of this as the DNA of the blockchain, encoding all the rules and the structure. It's where transactions are verified, blocks are mined, and security is king. Imagine it like this. There's a bustling city where every building or block is meticulously designed and constructed. That's layer 1 for you. Examples of some layer 1 blockchains include Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano. Bitcoin, the OG of crypto, stands as the monument of security and trust. Then there's Ethereum, a creative playground for developers with smart contracts. And let's not forget Cardano, the academic powerhouse striving for a balance between speed and decentralization. Now, it can't go without saying that layer 1s don't come without issues. But hey, no layer's perfect, right? Typically, layer 1 chains have to sacrifice 1 to 3 main pillars of the blockchain trilemma: scalability, security, and decentralization. Scalability is often considered more problematic and difficult to address. It's like having a 2-lane highway in a growing city. The more people hop on, the slower the network becomes. A solution to this is something called sharding. This splits the network into smaller, more manageable pieces. Ethereum 2.0 is leading this charge, with goals of increasing transaction speeds without compromising on security or decentralization. Ethereum 2.0 is Ethereum's consensus layer. Consensus layers are typically built on top of layer 1s, and their main role is to maintain the chain's integrity by ensuring that all nodes agree on the validity of transactions. It prevents fraudulent activities like double spending and ensuring that the blockchain is tamper-proof. Now, layer 1 isn't just about cryptocurrency, it's the backbone of secure digital identity systems, supply chain tracking, shout out to VeChain, and even voting systems. Imagine casting your vote securely from your smartphone. Well, blockchain tech can literally make that a reality. Now, moving up, we reach the exciting world of layer 2s. Layer 2 is the secret sauce to scalability and speed. It's like a network of express lanes built on top of layer 1's infrastructure, handling transactions at lightning speed and taking loads off the main chain. You can think of this one as adding express trains to a subway system. They don't stop at every station, which ends up making the journey a bit quicker. Some examples of this include the Lightning Network for Bitcoin, which is a game changer, making microtransactions as easy as snapping your fingers, because we all know Bitcoin is slower than Nona in her electric wheelchair. Lightning Network enables microtransactions to occur off the main blockchain, which will greatly speed up the transaction times at a reduced cost. Then there's Polygon for Ethereum, turning the sluggish gas guzzler into a sleek, fuel-efficient machine. Polygon provides a layer that sits on top of each existing blockchain using a technology known as sidechains, which are essentially like parallel blockchains which offload transactions and processing from the main chain, similar to the Lightning Network. Rollups are also big on layer 2 scaling solutions. They perform transactions outside of the layer 1 network and upload data from those transactions to layer 2. Since the data is on the base layer, layer 1 can keep these rollups safe. There are 2 types of secure models for rollups: optimistic and zero knowledge. Optimistic rollups assume that all transactions are legitimate, and because of this, they only detect fraud when a difficulty presents itself. And if you remember back to our OP video that we uploaded a few months ago, I'll link it in a card above, that's an example of an optimistic rollup. Zero knowledge rollups, or ZK rollups, perform computations off the main chain, then validity proof is submitted to the main chain. ZK rollups are typically favored for their speed, security, and transparency. Rollups help boost transaction throughput and can lower gas fees, something ETH needs desperately. These solutions are ingenious. They batch transactions process them off the main chain, and then record them back, reducing congestion and fees. So simply put, just think of this like carpooling on the blockchain highway. And now for the grand finale, layer 3, the application layer. This layer is critically important because it's where the blockchain becomes directly accessible to the end user. This is where developers create and deploy decentralized applications, or dApps, that utilize the underlying blockchain infrastructure. Layer 3 is like the user-friendly interface of an advanced software. Think of this like if you use Wix to build a website rather than just coding the thing from scratch all by yourself. You don't need to know the coding. You get to just enjoy the features as the user. This layer is where creativity meets technology. Low-key impressed with that Wix analogy. Developers can build dApps that can reshape finance, gaming, art, and more. For example, in the DeFi space, there's Uniswap, making token trading as easy as online shopping. And for the art enthusiasts out there, or the NFT fans, you have OpenSea, putting the world of NFTs at your fingertips, transforming digital art into prized assets, and somehow turning people into millionaires off of buying a JPEG of a monkey. There are some issues with this layer, including interfaces being too complex or intimidating for the average person, which many projects are now focusing their attention on. Now we can't forget about the crypto boomers, right? A huge responsibility of layer 3 is onboarding new people into the space. The more friendly the apps are from a usability standpoint, the easier it will become to get new users to adopt and understand the technology. I mean, can you seriously imagine trying to teach your grandparent how to set something up like a MetaMask wallet, or even worse, explaining PancakeSwap or slippage to them? Yikes. You'd probably get the wooden spoon faster than you can finish explaining how to secure the seed phrase. Luckily, many developers are focusing on this and making onboarding as smooth and seamless as possible. Coinbase Wallet, for example, is known for having a clean and simple interface if you're just looking to dip your toes into the space. Another issue is similar to what we discussed earlier with layer 1, and that is too many users can cause applications to perform poorly. The good news is continued development in layer 2s and sidechains will alleviate this. Now, I know this was a lot of information to digest, but it's important to understand some of these things even on a basic level because it can help you make more informed investing decisions in the future, and it can also help simplify some of the complicated aspects of crypto that falls deaf on most ears. Now, I encourage you guys to go do even more research on these subjects as they are extremely complex. Cointelegraph actually has a really nice article explaining all the layers. I'll link that in the description down below. And let me know how you guys like this kind of beginner technology explainer videos. If you like it, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. And with all that being said, that's all the time I got for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Frankie Candles out.
Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy, on the road, here we go. Yeah, we winning by a landslide. Never see me coming on my landmine. Yeah, I ain't taking orders in command like